Hi, my name is Cari, and I want to share with you one of my favorite soapbox topics. And that is, I like to talk about being the observer of self. I haven't found any life circumstance that doesn't respond well to being the observer of self. So, what does that mean? Well, as we go throughout our day, if we pay attention, if we pay very close attention, we can hear there's a part of our mind inside that's monitoring everything we say, everything we do, everything everybody else is saying and doing. And it's almost as if there's a doll acting out our life. So this doll is the actress or actor in the movie, and we on the inside are monitoring what's going on. Unfortunately, we're often monitoring that with judgment, always with evaluation, and there's such a skill to learning how to simply be the observer of what's going on. And you know that saying, lest ye be as children, ye shall not enter the kingdom of heaven. It's kind of like that. So I often think, well, what's it like to be a baby sitting in a car seat and just watching the world? And sometimes when I sit at a traffic light, I'll just watch, because if I pay attention to what's going on in my mind is having a judgment about something. Even it's like the design of the car in front of me at the traffic light. Oh, that tail light is too bright, or it should have been higher or lower, or whatever. My mind has no lack of things to have a judgment about. So I see it doing that, and I go, oh, let me just be present. Let me just be here the way a baby would be here if it was sitting in the car seat, and just noticing the colors and the sounds of the world around me. And there's such a peaceful feeling comes with that. And peace with an aliveness, because you're interacting with your environment from this place of non-judgment. I'm just simply being present with what is. And in the work that we do together, when we work together, we're always seeing how can we be more present, because no matter how present I get in my life, I find that I can always be more present. And in the work that we do together, the energies come through and are able to help us to get more to that place of presence. And we settle into the body, being more present in the body, feeling the whole body, and just right now in this moment, just pay attention to your body and see, did you remember that you had a body before I said that? What about the area behind your knees? What about the back of your neck? What about underneath your little pinky toe? Which part of your body was not in your awareness? Probably most of it, for most people. And so in our work, we bring the whole body into our awareness. And I like to think of it like one of those big Christmas trees in the plaza at some shopping mall, this gigantic tree that has 1,000,000 lights on it. And they plug the thing and every light lights up at once. Just imagine that you can feel every cell in your body light up all at once. The cells in your skin, the cells in your hair, the cells certainly in your organs, in your blood, feeling every cell light up all at once so that your whole body comes into your awareness. Just sitting with that and feeling what it feels like to be present in your body. Just feeling that. So pretty much any time we're upset about anything, we're not feeling our body. We're caught up, and usually in our mind, or we could be caught up in the emotions in our gut. So we bring the whole body into awareness, and it brings the whole upset. If you're in an upset, brings the whole thing down a notch, hopefully a lot of notches. Often it'll just dissipate the whole thing. When you're really present, it's hard to be upset about anything, because an upset is a reaction. So you're drawing on old events that happened, old reactions that you had before, you're reacting them again. Somehow they're getting brought up again. There's actually a very specific energy pattern that takes place to bring up this reaction. Even though the event is different, something in it had a similar note to something that happened before. So when we come present, it helps diffuse whatever's going on in the current situation. So that's the most valuable skill you can possibly get, is to be present. And we get there by being the observer of self, because only then do we notice that we're not present. I hope you'll join us and do some of this work together. We have so much fun getting present. It's way more fun than not being present. Thanks for tuning in.